Hi, agents. Welcome to the BranchUp webinar. I'm Marcia Mowers, Director of Content Management for Travel Pulse Canada. And today we're going to get an in-depth look at the BranchUp social media marketing platform and see how personalized free Facebook marketing can help you build rapport with your fans and generate business. We're here with presenter Michelle Pinard, who's the Creative Director at BranchUp. If you have any questions at any point during the presentation, just type them into the Q&A box and we'll address them at the end of the webinar. So Michelle, over to you.
That's great. Thank you very much, Marcia. I really appreciate your introducing me to this gang. And thank you also, Travel Pulse, for giving us this platform. We really appreciate it getting out there to the community. So good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. I really appreciate it. I know that we have a combination of advisors with us today, some who are interested in learning more about BranchUp, and then we have another group of advisors who are already registered with us and probably have some questions for me. So I hope to meet both of your needs here in this presentation, and saying that, I'll go forward. So my goal today is to give you some insight into our BranchUp platform and specifically how it can help engage your social media fans and turn your Facebook business page into a lead generating marketing tool. Now that's a mouthful. And importantly, especially during these times, at no cost to you. So all of this is being done on your behalf and there's no charge to you. So without further ado, let's get started. So first off, let's start with how we began, which was in 2015, and it was our founder, Mr. Mike Drever. Some of you may know him already. He is the founder and former CEO of Expedia Cruise Ship Centers. You may have heard of them. This gave Mike the insight and the drive to create BranchUp. In short, his vision was he wanted to empower travel professionals to help you master the art of sales and marketing by leveraging technology to your advantage. So that's the long and the short of what Mike Drever had in mind for us, and hence BranchUp, and now we move on. I'll just stop here and mention that we're in two parts of this presentation. There's the intro into what we're about, and then the intro into how we make it happen. We can stop in between to take questions, so if you just want to hold off, and then we'll address the questions after the first half, which is about BranchUp, and then continue on and then finish off. Okay, sorry, I should have said that at the beginning. This is my first time, so you'll have to give me a bit of leeway. So, where were we now? We just introduced Mike, so now we're talking about our mission and our mission statement. So I think our mission statement kind of says it all. Again, to Mike's vision, essentially we want to become the go-to community, empowering all three of our customers. We've got three customers. Number one, the advisors. Number two, the suppliers. And then the ultimate traveler, your fan. So we consider them all in our plans, in our marketing, and our going forward, so that we make sure that all three of our customers, the advisors, the suppliers, and the travelers, all are in consideration with our plans going forward. So travel professionals. Clearly, so we've been doing this since 2015. We started in 2018, I think, or 19 in the US, and we're pretty good at what we're doing now, and the travel professionals seem to love it. The timely content that we provide automatically into your feeds are helpful. It gives you time to do other business. We also generate leads and bookings from these Facebook posts that we put in your feed automatically. And of course, it helps you build rapport with your customers and your fans because there's a conversation hopefully going back between the two of you. And then the most important part of all, again, let me reiterate, this is free. It's free, it's simple, it's a very intuitive program, and it's effective. So that's our mantra going forward. So how this works is we've kind of come in and we've disrupted the traditional trade model. So what used to be suppliers to the agency groups, to the agencies, to the travel supplier advisors rather, and then travelers has now flipped. We've taken it and flipped the switch. So now we go right from the supplier directly to the travel advisor, which speaks to the traveler at the exact same time, and then that goes forward. And we've added in another element now, goes forward to your friends and the fans, friends, and families. So we've got supplier promotions, we've got consumer engagement, and we've got travel advisor education, all kind of in the same thing while reducing the speed to market. Okay. So I think we can probably all agree on the power of Facebook without really having to go through it, but here we are. So it's something you should also know. We say social media is our platform. We're on Facebook now, obviously, but we are looking at, we're trying to get Instagram on board as well. It's turning out to be a bit of a heavy lift, but we will make it happen. So just so you know. In the meantime, what we do have is we give you a link from Facebook, and they have provided a bit of a Band-Aid solution so that you can actually now create a path from your Facebook to your Instagram accounts. Whereas before you could only go from Instagram to Facebook. So now they've got the reverse going as well. So if you're interested, we can give you that link and at least get you going until we get the Instagram hookup done. So that's that. So everything begins with inspiring posts. So BranchUp offers a combination of supplier promotional posts that are totally branded by you, and then a group of inspirational, non-transactional travel posts that are just there really to inspire travel ideas for your clients. All of these are meant to engage your fan and get some reaction. We also put in posts that ask questions, posts that purposely don't put the destination, so people will say, what's that destination? And we give you the answer to these questions, of course, to help get engagement going and help your Facebook pages stay active. So the bottom line is, it turns out, BranchUp basically delivers results. So what we see here is a chart. This is the Facebook, in the bottom left-hand corner. This is the Facebook numbers on their average engagement, so 0.09. With our program and with our group, we're looking at an average of 2.8% engagement with you, the travel advisors, and your fans. So our system, our platform is working better than even Facebook's platform works. So we're in good shape that way. So the landing pages that have the supplier information, all the leads go back to you. So whether it's email, phone, text message, comments, everything's back to you. We curate all of the information, all of the landing pages, so there's no outside links to any outside suppliers or supplier links. The call to action is always back to you. So our supplier list is growing. We're growing almost every day these days, it seems. So people are starting to get back in the swing or back in the saddle, as we say. So our current supplier list is growing exponentially. So we're looking forward to that coming on board soon. So this is the first half. So that is sort of what BranchUp is. And I guess I'm going to stop here for a minute and just say, are there any questions on the first half of the presentation before I get into how to register? Marcia?
Yeah, we have one. I'm not sure if it's a question so much as a hello or a hi. It just says Jambo, and it's from Ziad Poppet, who's with Carysdale Cruise and Vacations Travel. So I'm guessing it's more of a shout out to you. It doesn't look like a specific question.
Yeah, no, Jambo is hello in South Africa, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's Jambo. That's the greeting in South Africa, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, fantastic.
So Jambo back.
Yes. And that looks like all it is for right now. So I think we can go on to the next slide.
Okay, good. So this is a really quick and easy, again, I mentioned it's very intuitive. We collected it seems like we collect a lot of data, but we're not really. We're just trying to make the landing page smart, interactive, and work for you. So let me quickly go through how this works. So how to sign up for BranchUp? Drop dead easy. First, you go to the BranchUp.com. It's our website, and you can see that there's a little video there on the front. Vicky is our mascot. She'll give you a quick 1.5-minute video on what we're about as well. Then you click on the sign up for free, and it'll take you to your Facebook login. You sign up there, and then you select English, French, Canada, US, Mexico now, one of our new markets, and you continue on. Then what you're going to be doing is continuing on by completing your profile. So the profile information all comes up. That's who, what, where, when, why, what's your address, what's your license number, what's your website, all of these things are collected, all the data is collected so that we can get this information for you on your landing pages. You complete the profile details and you can click Save. Then we give you a little preview into what the business card at the top of the landing page will look like, so you can see all your contact information is there. Now, something that it also, what we also do is, you'll continue as that person, but what we do is we collect data from you. Now, don't be concerned about this. We're not collecting data per se. What we are is you're giving us permission to draw out the content from your Facebook information. So your name, your address, and who's clicked on that only on BranchUp pages, so that we in turn can turn around and report back to the suppliers. Here's the results you get. Now, the suppliers do not get any information about who you are. They just get the information of, in total, of what the response was to their posts on your pages. So this is important. We need to get these business integrations in place so that we can collect all this data to make your page look good and make the suppliers, give the suppliers the content they need. So that after the whole process is done with your content, your integrations, you select the page, and you click Done. So finished. After you've done, you will go straight to what we call the posting schedule. So it basically looks like this. You can see posts for up to 2 weeks in advance. So this is where you start to manage your page. This is where you start to take control of the BranchUp product to make it work for you at your Facebook feed that addresses your fans. So you will see in your page up to 2 weeks in advance of posts. Each post has what the text will read. It also shows you if there's a landing page. You can click there and see what the landing page says, what the promo is, a preview of it before it actually hits your feed. You also have the opportunity at this time to reschedule the post. You can edit a post, you can post it immediately, or you can delete a post. So this all happens right in the very first frame. So for example, you could take this cruise post and you could edit the text rather, to say, hey, just booked a group for 2022, give me a call and let's talk cruising. Something like that. So you can make it more specific to you because you've just booked a group. Or maybe you've been on the cruise, or maybe you've been to the destination that we're talking about. You can address that. Say, listen, I know everything about Greece, give me a call. So this is where you start to edit and manage the post. Now the suppliers. So as I mentioned, we've got several suppliers on board, and we give you a supplier tab, so you can go in again, manage your suppliers. So this is all part of managing your posts. So the suppliers you don't want to work with for whatever reason, you just have to make them inactive. If there's suppliers you do want to work with, then keep them active. You can manage the supplier programs right from your own site. You click Save. And then what happens then is any suppliers that come, any supplier you've made inactive, if we launch a campaign, then your feed will not see any of those posts. So far, so good, I hope. Then we also give you right in your Facebook page detailed analytics. So you can go back into your report section for your own page and see exactly how many posts were done, how many posts were posted to your account within that month. What the audience was, what the reach was, what the engagement was, what the click-throughs were. So there's giving you a quick overview of the posts in your actual campaign as well. So help, we do have help. If you need help, we're very accessible, we're very responsive. We consider your questions and answers preeminent to anything. So you can put in, you can write an actual question, or you can take a look through our frequently asked questions to see if we might have an answer for you there. If not, just drop us a line and we will get back to you. So that's it. That's the presentation, and I want to thank you again for your time. And do we have any more questions?
We have a whole bunch of questions. So
okay, good.
Let's just jump on it right now. I will start off. Someone, Larry Hamblin from Travel Only, is asking, how am I able to put BranchUp on multiple Facebook travel pages?
We have a program which is called, believe it or not, the Multi-Page Manager Program. How about that for clever? So what you do is you sign up for your regular account, and then you drop us a line and say, I want to be a multi-page manager. We make that happen behind the scenes, and then that gives you the ability to go in and add as many pages as you want to your original account. So if you've got, say, 5 pages or 8 or 10, you can have all of those, manage them all from one account, and then you can make changes to one page or an individual page or to all pages at the same time. So that's possible. We have the facilities, we have it. We have the button, so give us a call or drop us a line.
Perfect. And next, Jeanette Miniker from Marlin Travels asking, is there any way to add emojis to the text that feels more personable with emojis or bolded text?
Absolutely, you can add anything you want to the text. Emojis, the smiley face, if you have the code for them, you just, well, I know it's a colon bracket. You can add smiley faces, emojis. You can add pound, what do you call it? You know, pound, baha. Hashtag. Thank you. Sorry. I knew there was a list for that. Add hashtags, whatever you like into those posts. You know, make it more slangy if you like. Whatever you want. It's up to you. It's your post, your page. Go ahead.
Well, sort of on that same topic, Linda Shepard from Fairy Tales and Sunsets Travel is asking, or says my agency owner says if we're posting using BranchUp without adding the hashtags, then it's useless. So what do you think if it is, and could you add all those hashtags? So it sounds like that's no problem to do that.
It's no problem to do that at all. No, by all means, if that's what you want to do, you go right ahead.
So I guess they would just go in and just add them themselves as part of the customization?
Yep.
Okay.
And you just click save and move on.
And Patty Kasilowicz from Dreammaker Vacations, part of the travel agent next door, asks, are there any videos that can be posted, not just static posts? Okay, so yes and no. We pretty much 99% of the time include a video on all the landing pages. That's a done deal. But we're just moving forward, not just moving forward, we've been working on trying to add video and also image carousels to the post. And we're not there yet, but we're getting closer, and it is on our to-do list, and it will get done soon, I hope. Great. And James Power from Philanthropic Vacations says, are there any plans to add more customization options? Specifically, I would like to be able to better format the text I add to the post. Currently, I have not been able to create a new paragraph. Everything just runs together. You know what, James? You might maybe that's something. Check on that, because I think we did address that in one of our upgrades, and I think you can now create paragraphs, James. I'm 100% sure of it because I created it now in my uploads, and I know I've seen agents do it in their uploads. So we did do an upgrade, and you'll find I think that we can do that now. Perfect. And Sandy Mills from Joyful Journey asks to please go over, change the amount of the posts that are shown each day/week. I've had BranchUp for a year now and I really like it, but I feel the frequency is too much for a client base. So there must be an option in there where you can choose the frequency. No, Sandy, there is not. There's no frequency. The only way you can manage posts is, there's 2 ways. You can manage them by suppliers, so by making suppliers inactive, or you can manage it by deleting. Now, I've heard this concern from agents before, and there's something you should know. Once we all load our posts onto our feeds, Facebook then takes over the algorithm. So what actually happens, in fact, is only 10% of your clients, any one post will only be seen out by 10% of your customers. So you looking at your Facebook page is actually the only person, Sandy, who sees all of the posts. Those posts are taken by Facebook rather, and they're distributed among your fans randomly and only a few at a time. So it's not what you think. They're not seeing that many posts. So don't be concerned about that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because there were a few questions just Jamal King from Heaven Sent Travels says, is there a way to not post on a certain day every week, or do you have to manually delete it? And then Cheryl Hinch is saying, why do you add things I did not approve? So it sounds like there's ways to, they probably just have to walk through themselves how to manually do all that.
Yeah, when you, the nexus of the program is that we upload all the posts, all the campaigns, and we go into our system, which automatically feeds the posts through the agent's systems. So the only way, everything is automatic. So it automatically goes into your system and it automatically lands in your Facebook page. There is no approval process per se. How you manage it is exactly as you said. You have to check in every once in a while, see what's coming up for the next 2 weeks, and manage the posts accordingly.
Yeah, that makes sense. John from Amazing Cruises and Safaris is asking, can we boost your posts?
Yes, you can. Okay. Sure. That's a Facebook product. You just go in and punch the boost. That's out of our hands. Once it gets into your site, it's your bailiwick.
Yeah. Geez, there's a lot of people in here who are just saying how much they love BranchUp. Thank you.
Oh,
Faye, very informative, and appreciate it being kept short on a busy day.
That's great.
Yeah, they love it, and it's drawn lots of interest from clients and visitors. Jim says that.
Thanks, Jim.
Let's see here. Yeah, there's quite a multiple questions, so I'm just kind of scrolling here. Yeah, there's one question about, are you going to expand to Snapchat or TikTok for short video posts?
I can't answer that. It's not in the plan right now, but it's not to say it won't be. We're sort of knocking off one at a time, and Instagram is the next big one we have to get.
Yeah. Someone was asking, how actually are the leads generated? How are they sent to them? And I know you covered that a bit, but maybe just want to walk through that again.
Yeah, the leads aren't sent to you per se. What happens is, and if you want to take a look, you can go to we have a BranchUp Canada and a BranchUp USA Facebook page where we actually, all of our posts are on there, just so you can go ahead and take a look to see what we're posting. So anyway, what you'll find is for the suppliers, when you click on that link to look at the landing page, all the contact information goes to you. So they can click on the messenger for Facebook, they can click on your email, they can click on to phone you. Every landing page has either request more information or request a quote buttons for the products or the pages. And when a client clicks on that button, an email pops up that's automatically addressed to you. The subject line is populated with from BranchUp. This is the Celebrity Cruises, Galapagos program, whatever the subject is for that program. And the client can then fill out the email to request information or a quote and sends it, and it goes directly to you, the client, to you, the advisor. And the other way, of course, is just by responses right in your Facebook feeds. So you're obviously generating interest from the clients. Perfect.
And someone is asking about, is there plans about LinkedIn, expanding to LinkedIn? I'm sure it's probably part of it.
It is a bit part of it. It's definitely on the board, but it's, again, not a priority right now. LinkedIn is it's such a business platform. It's kind of, so we're kind of going, we've heard this a few times and we're looking at it.
And this one's, is this for both Canadian and U.S. agents? Terry Suomi from Equity Travel is asking.
Yes, we have a Canadian. We have several feeds now. We have a Canadian English, Canadian French. Then we have a USA English, USA Spanish, and then we have a Mexico English and Mexico Spanish.
Right.
So you can select whatever your niche is or your region is right as soon as you sign up, and you'll be put into the right group.
Perfect. I'm just scrolling through here. There's a lot of questions that have been answered just as we're talking here. going back actually to the boosting an ad, Vera Boyd Coleman from IntelliTravel said, I wanted to boost an ad, but it states boost unavailable. Why? That to me is a Facebook question, right? Or,
yeah. No, I can't answer that. That's a Facebook question. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so
I
they
can't
know
help
to
you.
just follow up with Facebook.
Yeah.
And again, you've gone over this one, but Annie Young from Emerald Travel is asking, for the email, could it be popped up with choices like a specific travel agent? But it is, correct? When the email goes to with the lead generation?
The lead generating email is addressed to the travel advisor whose account that Facebook page belongs to.
Right.
So, right, Annie? So if it's Annie Smith at Heavens Travel, then that's who it goes to. If it's sales at Heavens Travel, then it goes to sales. So you make sure that email goes that lead's going to go directly where it will be taken care of. Yeah.
Perfect. I think that's sort of answering the bulk of questions. There's a lot of people are again asking about when Instagram will be ready, but you've already said you're working on it, and they've asked for that link that you mentioned in the presentation as well.
Do you want me to send that link to you, Marcia, and you can pass it on, or?
Sure. And you know what? Maybe I could send that out to everybody. Just
yeah,
that might be
follow
the
up.
best. Yeah. And then there's another question here, and I've seen it asked a couple of times. This one's from Danny from Almond Travel. You mentioned as many pages. Can these posts be moved to Facebook profiles? And it's really important, I think, to understand that this works with business pages, not your personal profiles, right?
Correct. Again, it's a Facebook rule. They will not allow BranchUp to have personal pages connected to BranchUp. But because you create your business page off of your personal page, what we do is when we go through this process, we have to go through your your personal page to get to your business page. So, and we can only hook up business.
Right, and you provide step-by-step instructions for people how to do that and stuff. I know on your site as well.
Yes, it's as you go through it, it just walks you all the way through it. You just go yes, go confirm. You go through it, it'll walk you through it. But thanks for reminding me of that, Danny. I should have mentioned that earlier as well.
I think that's it. There's one more question that sort of. It's from William from Newmar Travel Agency, and he says, how can we stop posts that are just pictures and do not represent the travel we are selling or have a landing page? I'm guessing that goes back to what you were saying. It's important to go in regularly and just check what's applicable to you and kind of control the customization of posts.
Exactly, and just so you know, we put in inspirational posts to sort of help balance the feed somewhat, so it's not all supplier and revenue generated posts. So we're also just putting out posts that people go, oh my God, isn't that gorgeous? And just to sort of think ahead. So if you don't want to sell that kind of neighborhood, absolutely, just delete it. We usually post the inspirational images up to about 4 to 6 weeks in advance. So there's lots of time for you to delete anything you don't like.
Perfect. And actually, here's another good question from Bobby St. Amour. Do you have trends as to when the post was read? This would give him an idea as to when he should post. So I guess he's looking more for the analytics or guidelines.
Yeah, no, our analytics don't provide that, Bobby. Sorry. We just give you the engagement and the audience and the fans and the total numbers. We don't go into that much minute detail.
Yeah, and you probably also get that through Facebook as well, because the business pages do have that analytics, so it would show what his highest engagement is at what time.
Yep. Good point, Marcia. Good point.
Probably.
Yep.
Okay, I think. Someone, Joanne from Passion Voyage says she hasn't heard yet her question. Is it possible to have random pictures every day so that agents don't have the same as the other agents every day? Possibility of programming for the time of publication.
We don't do that right now, Joanne, and we don't have that option right now, but you can go in, and again, you can change the day and the time of the post as well, so you can manage your page from that perspective. And it's kind of important to keep a step back a bit on that, because yes, a lot of people have our program for sure, but I think what happens is sometimes you get close to who your competition is, and you may pay attention to your competition, and then you may see that they've got the same, they're with BranchUp as well. That's what you're seeing. That's not what the general populace necessarily sees. They don't usually sign up for 5, 6, 7, 8 different travel agents' Facebook feeds. So it's more of a concern from your perspective, but from the consumers or your fans' perspective, I don't think I'd be too concerned that way. But if you are, then you can certainly manage the post time, day, all of that's up to you.
Great. All right, I think that's everything.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right. Well, that's good. Thanks very much, Marcia and Tiffany. I appreciate all your assistance in getting this out there and helping us out. And
Wonderful.
Everybody, thank you and have a great day.
All right, you too. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone.